So the iPhone 12 was just released recently alongside the OnePlus 8T, which no one seemed to be paying any attention to, mainly because it's been overshadowed by the iPhone 12. So in today's video, I want to give you 5 reasons why the OnePlus 8T beats the iPhone 12. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, just to mention a couple things that are pretty much a tie between these two. Surprisingly, the battery life. I did a battery drain test on both of these and they both lasted over 11 hours. And that's really good compared to other phones that I've tested. Another one that I'm not really going to get into too much is the software. You're either going to prefer Android or iOS. To me, I feel like both operating systems are probably better than they've ever been in the past. And even though I do prefer Android over iOS, I feel like it's going to be a toss-up on software, and it's just going to come down to your personal preference. Speakers on both of these devices are nice and loud, but now here's where I think the OnePlus phone starts to pull ahead compared to the iPhone 12. For me, one of the biggest problems with the iPhone 12 is the notch. It's just way too big in my opinion compared to just the little hole punch on the OnePlus phone. Gaming performance is actually pretty good on both of these devices, but when you get that huge notch in the way on the iPhone, I mean, it's just crazy to try to play games with that in the way, or even just watching videos on the iPhone. It not only blocks things visually, but it just makes it harder to even hit buttons on some of the games that I tested. I just don't think that's something that I can get used to. Now the next reason I think the OnePlus 8T is a better value than the iPhone. You get 256 gigabytes of storage versus only 64 gigabytes on the iPhone. Sure, you can pay more on the iPhone to get 256, but it's only $750 for the OnePlus versus $829 if you get the unlocked iPhone 12, and that's with only 64 gigabytes. Sure, you can upgrade to 256, but Apple's gonna charge you almost $1,000 at $979. Come on, Apple. What are you doing to us? Now the next reason that you might want the OnePlus 8T over the iPhone 12 is going to be the screen size. Sure, the screen on the iPhone 12 isn't as small as the iPhone mini or the Pixel 4a, but using the OnePlus 8T after using the iPhone 12, it just feels so much better. It's easier to type on and just gives me a lot more room to do everything. Not to mention the screen on the OnePlus 8T, 120Hz refresh rate versus only 60 on the iPhone 12. I know this isn't a deal breaker for everyone, but once you get used to that buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate, yeah, you don't want to go back to 60 Hz. The next reason why I think you should choose the OnePlus 8T over the iPhone 12 is when it comes to charging. I've actually tested the iPhone 3 different ways in charging, and they're all pretty slow compared to the OnePlus 8T. Sure, the iPhone has wireless charging, while the OnePlus doesn't, so that's definitely a plus for Apple. And that is if you don't mind waiting a couple hours to charge it up. OnePlus 8T has Warp Charge 65 now, which can go from 0 to 100% in just 40 minutes. This thing is no joke. I mean, just think about that. Yeah, it's crazy fast. I don't know about you, but I'd rather wait 40 minutes for the super duper fast charging than having wireless charging. And the last reason, and probably the biggest reason that I would buy the OnePlus 8T over the iPhone 12 is the price. The OnePlus 8T comes in at $749 and it includes the fastest charger in the industry inside the box. Apple, on the other hand, says, yeah, find your own charger. Not only do you get more for your money with the OnePlus 8T, but you have money left over for accessories or to use for something else. But let me know in the comments below if you want to see more videos like this. I've got one more device I want to compare to the iPhone 12, and I think you're really gonna like that one. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.